Hello everyone, this is Turin here, and today guys we're here with another Total War Warhammer live battlecast. In this game we're going to be playing Norsca and we are facing off against the Wood Elves. So as far as our army composition goes, we're going to go with Wulfric the Wanderer. I kind of figure that he's a bit of a smaller target, and Throg of course will go down incredibly hard to Starfire Shafts. So we're going to get Wulfric. We do have a Caster with Death, a Shaman Sorcerer, Frontline of Marauders mixed in with some Berserkers. So if you guys like a very heavy Treekin build, I don't want to overcommit here. So I just went with a bit of a thin front line, just the Brutes of the Hound, which are very good, unbreakable. Going to be that kind of same power level as like Sigmar's Sons or, you know, the Tattersouls, things like that. But more importantly, guys, if he does bring like a Treekin type army, we have a ton of the Marauder Javelins. And kind of from my anecdotal experience, I feel like the Javelins, even though they don't have very good AP values, due to their range, they have 90 range, so they're able to pressure a lot better than the Hunters. The Hunters only have 60 range, and they seem to attack a little bit slower. I don't know if they actually do, but the Hunters, I actually just played a really great game against a Dwarf player. And he had Gyrocopters, right? So I got Hunters, and I was like, you know, when I was able to beat Norsca pretty handily in the pre-release, I was able to use the Gyrocopters to really burn down Throg and kill the Skin Wolves or pretty much any other big mobile regenerating unit. So I figured that would be the intuitive counter, but I wasn't able to catch the Gyrocopters. If they're microed effectively, it's very, very tough to keep up with them with the 60 range. So in that circumstance, I'm just going to kind of go with this and see if the Javelin Hunters here are able to kind of, you know, put better pressure on some of those high-value targets. Granted, they will get peppered down really aggressively by enemy missile play. So I do hope that my Dire Wolves, or excuse me, my Norscan Ice Wolves and my Skin Wolves and all those other big fluffy monsters that I do have can get around and do some pressure. So okay, let's go ahead and square up my front line like so. And of course, what's his name? Wulfric the Wanderer is pretty solid. I mean, if against Wood Elves, I mean, Durthu will lay a good smacking on him, but if I can get Wulfric on like a squishy lord, like a Glady or something like that, and I'm able to really, you know, get in there, and I did put him on a horse, by the way. Yeah, it doesn't look as cool, but that's actually a pretty cool horse. I mean, I've seen much worse. All right, so let's go ahead and toggle him up like this. We do have our Deathcaster, so we'll put him over here as well. Faded Unit and Spirit Leech, and the Javelin guys, we're going to go ahead and put them in the back. So the Javelins they're awesome. They're probably I think one of the stronger units in the Norscan roster. So let's put these guys like this, and all right, great. So we're set, and we'll put one group of Spears in the back, just an auxiliary. This group of Hounds can kind of, do they have Vanguard? They do not have Vanguard. Okay, so we do have the Skin Wolves, so we're going to put one Norscan Frostwolf with them, because it'll, again, slow down targets, allow me to get a little bit more value. Let's also put another fodder unit of these guys out in the flanks here. No, there's no room, so we can just put them over here. But yeah, this is going to be a good matchup. I think Wood Elves have a pretty good matchup here, because again, they have that really good missile pressure against such a lightly armored faction. I mean, Wulfric's heavily armored, but most other Norskins, I mean, 50, you know, even the champions only have 80. You know, somewhat in line with Forsaken, who do go down to missile pressure pretty handily. So, but it looks like he does have a Treekin army. He only has 400 troops, so Spirit Leech is going to be good. And the Javelins, if I can keep them online, and you know, the Skin Wolf, these guys, the Maws of Savagery, are going to tear Treekin apart. They have anti-large and really, really good AP values. Granted, their physical ward save is not going to matter. So I'm excited to see what my opponent did. What he did, but what he does, it's going to be interesting for sure. And Wulfric, you know, having him on a horse is definitely solid. So. All right, so it looks like we do have Orion. So we got the Mighty Lord Mel Gibson, the Winterheart dudes. We got a bunch of regiments of renown, it would appear, and some Treekin. So this should be an interesting one, guys. So let's get these Hounds going over here, doing a little bit of scouting. Oh, and that's right, the Wood Elves did get some regiments of renown. So Mel Gibson, man, you're in dangerous waters over there, bud. But guys, the Cloak of Isha, which he did bring, now has a healing ability on it. So it replenishes hit points of combatants, which is really strong. So honestly, I think that the old boy Mel Gibson might be pretty good now. Granted, he was good before, but I think he might even be stronger now. So let's pull back here. We don't want to give him any of those goodies. And if he's going to, you know, put the bait out there, let's go Frostbite him and see if he wants to play that game. We do have the Hunter of Champions, but it's on cooldown. Darn, it's on such a long cooldown. But he does have the Tricksters back here. He does also have the Wild Eternal Guard Regiment of Renown. They're unbreakable. That's kind of cool. So the Skin Wolves coming in pretty hot and heavy, so we can go ahead and swarm here if he wants to. If he wants to play that game, we'll collapse. And let's get Wulfric and my Deathcaster over here as well. And the Frostwolves, if they're able to catch these guys, it's going to be a bad day because these guys have 42 weapon strength. They're not pushovers. So he does have a little bit of an ambush waiting for me, so that's totally fine. So we're going to pull my caster over here, and I actually don't mind engaging at all with Skin Wolves. So we're gonna get in there down and dirty. We're gonna get Wulfric and the boys kind of gooning on Mel Gibson here, which is going to be really strong. I mean, duelist. You know, granted, Orion will do well for himself. And let's go ahead and cast this Faded Buna right there. Great. So we do have him surrounded right now, which is definitely a very dangerous gambit. I mean, Wulfric is no pushover. So we're going to put them in group 4, just keep the main army advancing this way. And the Frostbite doesn't seem to be slowing them, really. Okay, so this other group will come and have them collapse on the back, and you can see he does have his Treekin and other dudes kind of hidden there. And is the Hunter of Champions up yet? It is. So let's go ahead and drop this right here, see if we can goon him right now. So oh yeah, we're totally just going to goon him right now. So he's hunted, he's trapped. We do have a nice little snare there, and our other Skin Wolves and all of these guys are coming in pretty hot. He does have the Loex Tricksters coming in. Oh, but that healing, man, that's incredible. Is he healing right now through all that? I did not see a Lore of Life cast on him. But okay, so the rest of our army is still coming in pretty hot. We do have this leadership buff, so let's go ahead and pop that. And I think we have the advantageous situation here. We do have the Spirit Leech as well. So let's go ahead and cast that and see if we can burn him down. He did get an Earthblood, so I think honestly with that Spirit Leech, we should be able to get him down. And we could use the boat, the Sea Fang. Oh, come on. Oh, Sea Fang killing of Orion would be pretty classic. So we're casting it. Come on, get him. How much HP does he have? 290. Oh, we get the slow. It didn't seem to finish him though. All right, so we're gonna pull the Frostwolves back right now. We're just gonna pull all these guys back like this. Just get the main army kind of up and advancing. Let's go ahead and just do an auto path attack, so they'll attack whatever's closest. The Skin Wolves we're gonna pull up and around, and I'm surprised we didn't get him. I really thought we were gonna kill him there. So we'll get these guys advancing here. We do have our Javelin dudes, so we can get the Javelin guys, honestly, just kind of lined up like that. I think that should be fine. So yeah, that new item on Mel Gibson, man, or I guess the old item that's been revamped, is quite strong. So these Javelins here, let's get them out in the flanks. And the Skin Wolves, we probably want to be up and around pressuring, and to have our other group of wolves, they actually have routed off. So cool, so our main forces are going to engage here. We do have the Javelins that are going to be online, so let's start throwing them at these Treekin here, which is going to be very, very strong. And I'd love to find, you know, Gibson. He's probably back there healing somewhere though, which is going to be strong. And a lot of focus fire coming on my Lord, so definitely need to be cognizant of that. So Group 3 is back online. We did get a lot of Berserkers here in the back. They are going to kind of intercept some of these guys, but we really want to push through here and get onto some of those missiles. So the missiles are kind of sitting on the far side, which is unfortunate with, you know, the angle that I came around here. So, okay, so we have our 2 units here, so let's go ahead and get them engaged and see if we can kill that Branch Wraith. We do have all our missiles kind of, you know, taking down these Treekin here, and it's going to be a slow because they don't have, again, those really good AP values. But nonetheless, our Skin Wolves are coming in pretty hot and heavy, so let's see if we can actually intercept, engage with these Hunters here to kind of lock him down and then come up and around the side and really get in there nice and dirty like. So let's cast the Hunter of Champions right here on this Branch Wraith. Actually, let's go ahead and just focus on the back first. So we're going to come in here. We do have some Hounds getting in, and we do get the Skin Wolves into those Hawks, which is going to be great. Let's pop these different leadership buffs, and Wolfric, we also want to be casting the boat. So the boat ability is actually quite strong. So we'll cast it up the flank here, or maybe just back here to try and catch some of those archers, which is going to be good. And we do have the Sword of Torgwald, so we're going to use that, and then we're going to cast the Hunter of Champions on this Branch Wraith, and then take him out. So we get into those missiles back here, but he does have some anti-large units. So what we're going to do is actually do a little bit of a detachment here. And you can see on the far side, we have way too many troops committed, so we need to force path through. So just spam click, make sure they actually do get through. So I don't know if he killed Orion. I'm not sure where he went, but that Hunter of Champions, oh, he's actually in the back, and he has been healing, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and get a charge onto the side of some of these guys, actually just kind of line up in the back. And this group here of Fluffs is running back, but they're being a little bit slow. Our Javelins are finally starting to take down those Treekin, I think. So, man, this has been a good battle so far. Just some hunting going on. But Wolfric is doing a pretty good job against this Branch Wraith in here, but those Treekin are really, really cool. So great, let's just kind of Zerg on this back line right now, and it looks like a lot of his guys are starting to collapse. So let's do a bit of a rear charge on these Treekin. That anti-large, and these guys we need to pull back. They're actually fighting the Regiment of Renown. So looks like Orion did come back in. So we need to get some Javelin pressure on Orion. And oh no, he's actually still back there. So no, we need to finish off these Treekin. They're gonna be a menace. So Wolfric did take quite a beating, and it looks like he's still taking some perpetual fire from these guys. We have some Marauders coming back as well. So let's stick them over here, and these guys we can stick on those guys on as well. Yeah, so good. So the whole back line for my opponent has been collapsed for the most part. We've been able to do pretty well for ourselves. He has had a pretty strong back line pocket for sure. And where do we cast this? We don't really have, yeah, we can, oh no, that's not good. Mel Gibson's coming in hot. So we do have a Spirit Leech, so let's go ahead and cast that on Orion here and see if we can kind of polish him off. And oh man, he just wrecked my Lord. Oh my goodness, that is so not good. So we're gonna go back here and see if we can chase him down. The front line engagement seems to be going well. I mean, we just have so much more density than, unit density than our opponent. But our Skin Wolves, man, a lot of our guys are pretty beat up here. So let's go ahead and run them up and around here. And yeah, you can see our Javelin line is in pretty good shape, but Orion with that heal is just very strong. So, okay, so we do have some Skin Wolves back, which is good. So let's get them up and around. We need to start pressuring a little bit. And let's pull these guys back here. And how's our melee engagement going? We got to have Berserk on some of these guys. But yeah, on the back line, what does he have? The Eternal Guards with shields. We're in pretty good shape, but we really, really need to kill his Lord because we just, got Wolfric cheese, basically. Not cheese. I mean, my opponent played very well and killed him. But, that's not a good situation for us. So let's do a bit of a tactical retreat with some of these guys and see if we can reform our ranks. And actually, the guys that are fighting, we should probably just have them keep fighting, to be honest. And actually, he's overextending a little bit here. We might be able to kind of collapse on these missile units and just kill them. So we're going to go ahead and switch to melee and just try and massacre these guys. And these Skin Wolves, we're going to stick on Orion. So if they're able to get Orion, I think we win. I think we take the game from there. Okay, so let's send these guys back in on the Treekin here. Skin Wolves are wavering, unfortunately, and they're shaken. But let's actually have them just massacre some of these. Oh no, but Orion is such a juicy target. I feel like we have to try and kill him. Like if we're able to get him with the Skin Wolves, I think the game's over. But other than that, I mean, it's looking pretty hot and heavy here. But our Norscan Berserkers are still doing well in the back line. These are the Brutes of the Hound, I think. No, they're actually just the regular ones. So, oh no, Gibson, you you're testing the waters, man. The Skin Wolves have anti-large, and man, they have that regeneration, and they're steady now because I think they're winning. So now let's see how his HP is doing. He's at 700, and we do have the Mob Savagery coming in pretty good. So, excuse me. So these guys, we need to keep chasing them down. Let's get this one group and have them continue to throw javelins at some of these treekin. And let's just get these guys re-engaged for now and see if we can kind of salvage that situation. So how are our wolves doing over here? He's at, man, that healing is really good. That Cloak of Isha, like that's incredibly strong. And I honestly thought we were going to kill him earlier, but man, I guess not. So let's go ahead and just start throwing in here on these guys again, just poking, just doing everything we can to kind of, you know, wear down these trees. And the trees are just out of control today. So let's go ahead and just focus down that Branch Wraith. We do have some of these guys coming back in as well. We do have the spears engaged against the treekin, which is good, and more javelins over here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and keep focusing down the Gibson. He's almost at his healing cap. He does have 1,000 HP, which is nothing to sneeze at. So let's go ahead and get a charge bonus because these guys still are Norscan, so they should have a decent charge bonus. So we're going to charge in there a little bit hot and heavy. The Branch Wraith is broken, so we are getting you know, some ample DPS there. We're getting some good DPS on him as well. He's down to about 900 HP, and he is getting focused. So we do kill that Branch Wraith, and the Berserkers are doing okay. Do we have any Skin Wolves or Champions or anything left? He does have that pocket. Good. So let's keep fighting the good fight. We're going to go ahead and kill these Eternal Guards here, and hopefully these guys can kill him. He's at 900 HP. He's taking so much damage, but you know, I don't know if we have the stopping power to really, you know, get in there and do our thing. So, all right, so these guys got to have that enrage, and that's actually what's keeping them fighting. I think they have that 3-stack, which is giving them a lot of, you know, viability in that respect. And these Eternal Guards are wavering. Is there really only one Eternal Guard still fighting there? Man, that's pretty powerful. So he's at 600 HP, which is pretty good for us if we're able to actually kill him. Unfortunately, we do have the Loex Tricksters coming back, which are basically War Dancers, so they're going to be able to actually, you know, rout off and probably kill a lot of our stuff. So good. So everything's going relatively to plan. Orion is doing some serious work, and it looks like that's going to be all she wrote for the Norskins, so very well played to my opponent. So that new Mel Gibson power spike is really good. I mean, that self-healing, I didn't account for that, and it did really well against me. Even though we caught him initially in a really compromising engagement, he was able to kind of recover and, you know, take advantage of the treekin and just zone us with some of those new regiments of renown, which are really good. They were fast and mobile and did some, you know, serious work. The Wardens of Sithril, I would have liked to see those guys in action. I didn't really get a chance to look at them. So, again, very well played to my opponent, Acadian. Look forward to seeing you again on ladder, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that Norsca battle. And guys, I definitely think Norsca is pretty balanced. Like, it's the Mammoths get taken down pretty heavily by missile pressure. Granted, in that case, I think a Mammoth would have really, really done well. But again, well played to my opponent. Look forward to seeing you again on ladder. And hey, guys, we'll see you guys soon.